What's good, everybody? This is DP and I'm back at it with another video. And today in today's video we are going to be talking about the storm abilities, elemental powers and things like that. Cause a day or 2 days ago I went on Twitter and I asked Mark Derritt about the storm abilities, what he can and cannot do. And so I just wanted a confirmation because I heard people speculating and talking about it but never actually asked him about it. And I never thought he was gonna answer, but he did, so I feel kind of special. Yeah, I'm that special. Anyway, let's get down to the video. So what I'm talking about is the storm. We all know the storm is use lightning ability, and I wanted to go even further and find out if the storm would be able to use other ability like fire, wind, and what was the other one that I asked him? Water. He said yes. He said yes. Man, that's big. Just when you think about it, it's like the javelin, storm javelin will be able to have different elemental ability that he can use, that he have available to him. Now, the thing is, this can mean like, this javelin will be very, very powerful when it comes to like dishing out damage to other to enemy. But the way I can see it played out too, you can see as a downfall as well, because if the enemy have like, let's say, elemental weaknesses, like specific enemy has certain type of elemental weaknesses, then the storm javelin will be perfect for those enemies because he can dish out different type of elemental ability and do damage to them. That's like a go-to. Let's say if you're doing a raid or any other like end game content that's very hard, and then those enemy have specific weaknesses to certain ability, like elemental ability, and then you have a javelin storm, then you were perfectly fine for that mission, because the storm javelin is the only one that we know of as of right now who can dish out elemental ability, and that's that's huge, man. But we saw the interceptor has a one of the grenade that can like freeze enemy, but that's just a grenade, so it's not really, doesn't really count. As of right now, we do not know if they will have anything close to those type of ability as well, because the storm javelin is the only special one that they have so far. We know down the road they will have more javelin. I mean, they have to, at least. I don't think they're just gonna stop with the 4 javelin that we have. I'm pretty sure they will release more, just depending on how successful the game is. If the game actually comes out and succeed and is everything that everybody wants, I can see BioWare actually coming in and dishing out more javelin. Now the tricky question is, how are they going to do that though? Is it like, if the game is, because one person's success can also lead to the greed of the company. If like, actually what I'm trying to say is like a success of a company can also lead them to the wrong path. Like, oh yeah, this game is successful, people want more, and by doing that they can give us more of what we want, but in the wrong way. That can might affect the game in a negative way. So we just also have to keep an eye out for those kind of things. But at the same time, I think they'll do great, man. I feel like BioWare will do great by the players because they have always done. And the only thing I'm worried about is EA. EA sucks. It's unfortunate that BioWare is with them, but what can you really do? So yeah, on that subject, there's really not much we can do. But going back to the Storm Javelin, the guy can use fire, water, and wind like abilities, and the storm that's already on top of it, lightning based ability. So I'm guessing it's like thunder or lightning, because it's actually different, two different things. Kind of in the comic world is two different things. Black lightning, god of thunder, so they're two different species. They control two different elements, even though it's within the same area, but it's two different things. So now we just will have to see how that play out. I think like maybe the upgrade scale, is it going to be to where we can select our own ability? You can select fire, lightning, water, or wind, depending on what you want to use or what you want to rock. But I don't think it's going to be like that. I think they're going to be more of like a side thing where like the manpower is lightning, and then you have this like a small percentage of like fire, wind, and then water, where you have to upgrade, and you have like maybe a 15% chance of using fire like ability, or 100% chance where like it's kind of like random throughout the world where you're playing, and you can like use certain element that you pick up, or area where you were, and then that will trigger those elements. But I don't. It's confusing because right now it's just up in the air. They haven't given us any detail, but we know that the Storm Javelin can use all these abilities. Elemental abilities, just don't know how they're going to implement those into the game, and how is it going to be? It's going to be like a player choice, or is it just going to be randomized chances where you can use certain type of ability? But I think I'm just gonna cut the video right here, and just wanted to put my toe on that. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe, rate, comment,